It's here in the UK. Good afternoon and good morning to anybody who watches this video. So today is day 13 of the Growth Challenge. And in the book, The Life After Stress, Anxiety and Depression, which is my book that I wrote over 10 years ago now, it identifies this chapter as being the seedling, so the nurturing the seedling. And I don't know if you're able to see this very clear on here, but it's basically, I wrote this bit because after I'd climbed this ladder of so-called perceived pursuit of happiness, I found that when you come out of a system, so that was from change, it was about how was I going to adapt to that change. So that's the chapter that really this just corresponds, because it was the complete opposite. So the upside down pyramid had turned upside down and I was at the bottom. And so this chapter was about how do we really nurture ourselves to then be in that space, that valley, but then grow from that space. And that's where I'm at, really, in terms of reflecting today. Is I'm just having a look to see what I actually said, because the journey of nurturing, not that it says this in here, is about looking after ourselves. It's about recognizing who we are. And before I came on this afternoon, I was just thinking about this, about nurturing and the importance of giving yourself permission. So what I needed to do was to give me permission to be, and permission just to shine my light, regardless of whether or not somebody said, Anthea, you need to look after yourself, or actually that's not what you need to be doing, you need to be doing this. Many of us are given directions from outside of ourselves. So many of us are living externally, and I was one of those people. I'd listened to everybody else. I'd listened to my parents, my mum mainly. She was the main caregiver, the nurturer, the parent. I was listening to my siblings, who were, 6 of them were older than me. So I was listening and following them. I was adapting to the changes that were going on in the environment. My sister had been born. So I was just caring for everybody else. And really, this opportunity of the sick note gave me an opportunity for me to look at me, for me to say, right, hold on a minute. The first time ever in my life, really, when I think about it. So many times we can think that a disaster can stunt us, but in actual fact, it's an opportunity for us to grow. And so here I was in this valley after doing everything that everybody else had told me to do. I'd gone into care work. I became a care assistant. I was doing social work. I decided maybe I've got a bit of confidence. I'll go and do a social work qualification degree. And that's what I did. Then I did some teaching, because I wasn't ever really happy in those roles. I did my teaching, then I went to do the management. And every time I was being stunted, every time I had to keep on stepping up, thinking something isn't right, something isn't right, something isn't right. Let me go out and learn more. Let me gather more. Maybe, once I've learned a bit more, then I'll get this all sorted and I'll be happy. And it's just been far from it. So at this moment in time, I'm in the process of rebranding. I say rebranding, I don't like that term, but really stepping into nurturing me. And one of the biggest reasons is that I recently uncovered, God, it's just it's massive, really. I'll show you an image and see if that helps. So here I am with this image of the tree. And if you can see, this tree has a raft in it. So 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, actually, a year ago, I was told that was kind of a reflection of me, that I'd grown despite being blocked and being suppressed. And as a result of that, I've always been living outside of myself, but knowing that there was something more about what I should be doing here in terms of my mission. So for the past 24 hours, I've just been bombarded with messages of bubbles of excitement around what the work that I'm meant to be doing. So let me show you this. I've been working on this today. You're going to get a preview of what I'm doing. So thank you to Victoria Royal. I don't know if Victoria is. Yeah, she was on. Thank you to Victoria Royal. She gave me a message on Sunday that just reminded me of what I'm meant to be doing. And even though this isn't the fullness of it, but this is where my preview of. So this image came to me about 2 years ago when I was at the Buddhist retreat, 2016, actually last year. And so I didn't know. I knew that I had to do something with it. And then this afternoon, I've just been playing with it. So I'm stepping up into recognizing that I am an oracle of radical truth. And what that means is I'm radiating that. And so I'm going to be working on really stepping up into that space of giving messages to people in terms of that we're playing small, really, that our abundance, the spiritual abundance, is not just about finances. Our spiritual abundance is about the wholeness and the truth of who we are. And so I encourage anybody who's watching this that's interested in stepping into their truth, and it's a radical experience, reach out to me. Do share this message, because I'm ready to start shining, and I'm encouraging everybody who's watching this to do the same, because many of us are playing small. It's time for us to step up into the truth of who we are, and I'm quite happy to help handhold people to go there. So let's go there. Thanks for today, and tomorrow will be day 14, which will be, let's see if we can pull this up really quickly. So it should be personal development. So that's going to be the topic tomorrow, personal development. Thanks for listening. See you soon. Bye-bye.